Hello! I figured to try something different and to show off some Blender stuff, just making some Super Mario 64 levels for a ROM hack that I'm working on, just as something different. This current level that I'm working on is kind of a fancy interior kind of level, and I don't really have it all planned out, but what I do have planned out is starting here. I'll probably have some enemies or something here, and I have a room in here that you can go in, and I tried to go for a pretty fancy look to my level, which is pretty good. It's still obviously cartoonish in design, and so this big dome thing, which is brown on the outside, but you're never gonna see the outside, is actually kind of like a field or an indoor garden. And oops, what I have going on in here is I actually have a chain chomp set up, and the chain chomp will free a door that I have over here. So that way you have some challenge to get into this next area. And I've got this next area that I'm designing. I think I want to make like a hallway kind of thing. Like a split path hallway that goes through these two areas over here. So that'll be really nice. I already got this carved in, I think. Nope. Okay, I still gotta carve it. I just select the Boolean modifier and hit $19, find the difference. There. Now our cube is hollow on the inside. When we turn this on, you can see there's an interior to the cube. So I haven't textured... Well, I textured all this stuff. I've been opening the level up in the game and testing it as I've been going through, mostly for the chain chomp. So let's make more stuff. This doesn't have to be exact. What is this that's playing? What the heck? Doesn't need to be pure exact, but getting it close enough will work. Let's add another Boolean modifier. I love to use the Boolean modifier, by the way. You haven't figured out. It is very, very useful. That should work. Hit apply, delete this extra cube. What is this cube? Oh, okay, I know what that is. So now we have our interior for this room. So people can actually come in here. It wasn't quite exact, but it was close enough. Not really sure what I want to do with this room. I want, so because this is like a white and black kind of color, I want colored rooms on the side, and I also made this room as just kind of something to put something in. And it's like got a Dragon Quest slime look, which is kind of cool, but also a bit random. But that's what I like to do, so... What to add? I could add a staircase to go up as well. I don't really like doing stairways, so they're a bit difficult to work on. But especially with how scaling works and stuff. So if I go in here and I make another cube, I'm sure there's a better way to do these kind of things. What I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to actually leave the cube here and scale it as an entryway, like last? Or no, do the booleans last. Yeah. Let's do another cube. I think I want this to be kind of a hallway. Oops. Get it going like this. Get it back into this area, so that way I don't make my map too distended over here. Is that going up? Okay. That shouldn't be going up at all, that should only extrude it outwards. But it looks a little off. Let's scale it down a bit. That's better. Yeah, I'm not too used to doing hallways like this. They're not really my favorite kind of structure to make, but let's make it a little bit taller. Probably a bit wider here. There we go. Does that work? Yeah. Should probably make this wall a bit out more. Is that better? So you don't want sharp corners, you know. Like that. Of course, we want this to be our little entrance, or our room that we're designing, so... And what to put in the room? Well, I want it to be like kind of a color thing. But I'm already planning ahead on something I'm not even sure of. I could design this room be like this. You know what? Have it a little bit ramped or sloped. You have to be careful with slopes, but it should be fine. Let's start welding these together. So union on this. Now these two are added together, which is good. Delete that. Make another boolean. Now that's gonna carve out a hole for us for our little hallway. It's pretty good. We don't need this to be exact either. Although that would be nice. The only thing I want is that this collides with the floor correctly, so it looks seamless, kinda. Although I'm not too big on making things seamless. It's not that big of a deal. And having it sloped makes it a little bit more interesting. What I can do to make it so the slope isn't as steep, so I can take this edge and lower it like that. That's pretty good. Now we add some walls. Although I want these walls to be a bit more interesting than just regular walls. So, to do that, I will add some sort of mesh detail to it. All I gotta do is add a loop cut here and drag it all the way up here. There we go. Take this face, extrude it a little bit. And that's a nice detail to add, so that it's not too boring of a look. Let's hide this bottom thing so I can actually see the floor. I make that bottom floor there so that the chain chomp can actually land somewhere. Otherwise, chain chomps tend to break because of how they are set up. This doesn't need to be the exact dimensions of the room. That's the nice thing about designing these levels, is that you're allowed to be sloppy. So it adds some character as well. However, we should make this up higher. That's better. Make a duplicate of that. Scale it. Or rotate it, not scale. Probably could get the same if we had made a mirror instead, but I don't need to be specific with this. Although you don't want to be too sloppy, because then you end up getting a really ugly design. Obviously you want your thing to look pretty, right? This is hard to see with this lighting. There we go. make it connect with the floor. There we go, we have one stylized room other than this part, but I kinda just want to... What we can do for this part is we can actually take this and edit directly. I think we can get away with that. And stretch these planes out. Although that messes up that, so perhaps it's not such a good idea. Instead, we can take these faces and extrude them. That's better. Now I can take all three of these, but I'm not gonna join them like you would with any mesh. I'm gonna instead do it through booleans. And the reason is because it culls any extra bits when the meshes collide with each other. So you know how I made them jut into each other like that? That actually cuts off the inside bits. Which is really convenient. Now we gotta delete any extra attachments. And yeah, now we have a nice room. Although we have a ceiling that we have to do. Which is not that hard to make. Just copy the coordinates for a rotation on here. Perfect. Want to see what it looks like inside. Should be good like this. Yeah. That's good. I can take this and connect these two together. And there we go, we got a room going on. A little bit confusing room, but it's a room nonetheless. All we gotta do left is, or next, is just to texture it. Texturing things with different colors is kind of frustrating. I'd have to open up a new window and... or I'd have to open up my image editing software and go from there. But I actually wanted to mirror this. You know what I can do is I can do a mirror. Oops, what am I looking at? There we go. Of course, you should edit. Add a loop cut here. Should be good like this. It's a little bit messy, that entryway that we did. And also now there's no wall here. That's not good. simply need to do a loop cut here. This is becoming a mess. Let's bisect. Oh! That helps. We get this segment here. The issue is that now this doorway is a bit smaller than we intended it. But we can rectify that pretty easy. I think I like it like this. And for this, we can actually do another mirror and set this as the source object. That should make these two rooms nearly identical. The only issue is this is jutting up into my new room. Or is it? Nope. Then what is this? Oh, that's a seam. Interesting. That's not hard to fix. Let's apply these. Is that like this in this room too? Yeah. That's better. Same thing here. So now we got our mirrored rooms. Although I would want to make one a little bit different so it's not too obvious that I copied my own homework. Let's extend this out. That kind of messes up with the UV, but whatever. It's all good. So that's pretty good. Now I just need to add textures. I don't know how to get like a neutral lighting for the scene lighting. I guess that kind of works. It's just that the scene is so bright and it's hard to actually model anything. I could add texture. Yeah, okay. That's better. Now I can actually look at what the real color looks like for all this. Only thing is... that's better. As long as I can clearly see what I'm looking at, I don't mind. Okay, now I'm gonna make some textures, or modify some stuff to turn them into textures proper. I want a blue room and a green room, and I want them to give off that kind of ambience. So... we'll work on some stuff. Let me just open up Photoshop, and I'm gonna do this off camera for the most part. Got a nice texture here. How does that look? That's a little bit too harsh. Let's go with this. That's better. Okay. So, let's work on maybe this room first. What am I looking at? I wish I knew some camera shortcuts, because I'm really bad with the camera. That's better. It's always an issue with working with interiors, but so if I go to here and I find my texture I made, I throw it in here. No. Okay. That's better. And this is just gonna be for the floor, so don't worry about anything. Set this, scale it. So this is kind of a tiny texture. That looks pretty good. Don't want it to be too big or small. Now we gotta go for another texture. I like this stone. I wonder if I could get away with using that. Let's open it up in Photoshop and see if I can make it more blue. That's good. Problem is that it's not seamless, but I don't mind. Add a new material, new image texture, make them walls, assign. Sign. I don't have my camera set up for this. Quickly look around the room. That is way, way too big, my dude. That's better. Also rotate it so it's facing the right way. That's not bad. It's not seamless, but if I were to make it seamless, it would look weird. It's kinda seamless. Just not really at the top and bottom, and I'm not really that experienced with making stuff like that seamless. Kinda like that. For a blue room, that's kinda neat. And we just have the ceiling to worry about. No one looks at ceilings, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Now we just gotta do the same thing for this room, except make it green instead of blue. So, won't take too long, because I want this one to be green. Add a new texture, image texture, green floor, sign. Good stuff. Now I gotta find something for the walls. I don't want the same wall texture. I mean, that would be nice if I could get the same wall texture, but that's not gonna happen. What I could do is I could make my own texture as well. I'm not very good at that though. So that might take a little bit. I'll pause and see how well I come out with something, so... Okay. I think I came up with a good texture to use, so let's go ahead and try and add it. See how it turned out. Not bad. Can't really tell what it is, but that's fine. It looks kinda nice. Gotta do the same for up here. That's better. Now we gotta get these undersides colored something green. Should be good. Doesn't have to be too detailed for the underneath part. So, yeah. For a green room, it looks pretty neat. You could put a lot of stuff in there. we just need to do the same thing for these walls. Unfortunately, that's a little bit harder, because now we have to mess with a bunch of stuff here. That's gonna make everything assigned to that, which is weird. I hate doing UVs in general, because they always turn out awkward, but this one doesn't seem too bad. That actually does seem kind of nice. For inside here, I wonder if I want to do a red room, or if I want to make it something else. I could have kind of a red theme going on in here, but I'm not done. I have to work on the walls here. Fortunately, most of the time, you can just hit unwrap and it handles the process pretty well. No, I do not want to make it like that. Not too bad. I do have to do something to make these rooms different, because you don't want them to be the exact same. It's kind of boring. So, back to photo editing software, so I can make myself a brand new texture. Let's get something else playing. While I do this. Set the opacity all the way up. Kill the transparency. Let's try something like this. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't think I'm actually going to use it like this, but if I select all of this, make a new material, how does that look? That's actually not that bad. I also gotta get something for this floor here, and I think I'll do another custom texture for that. Actually, no, I'll just do an edited texture. Edited, yeah. We got this lovely texture here I can use. Nice thing about working in 64 by 64 for stuff is that you can be pretty lenient on the colors, or not, that's not what I mean. You can be pretty open with like what you do. Big textures, kind of tough. You have a lot of space. You can't make little edits as you please. What is this? Dodge? I want burn. That's better. This is gonna look good. Trust me. That's a little bit too sharp. What happens if I use sponge on this? That makes it dark. Apply color burn. That's kinda neat. Oops, don't want to make the whole thing too dark. Let's try that. Okay, what is it that I am doing? Well, let's see. What was I making? Unwrap it proper. Scale it proper as well. That's good. Try and get it to be a square. That doesn't look too bad. For a tile texture, that's not that bad at all. Does kind of look a little Christmassy though. But that's okay. I just needed one tile texture to work with. feed off of color burn there, decrease the size a bit. Okay, now I'm gonna try something else here. A little bit rough, but we'll see if this works. Kinda like that. Is that good? It's not the best. It does give it a little bit more mood. Now I just have to think of what to do for a brick texture for the walls. I don't think I'm gonna add gradients to the walls like I did with the floors. I will, however, do another gradient for the side. Good stuff. Let's try it. Working on the floor texture here. Should be seamless. Why was it? Oh, my bad. Nothing. Make a new texture. The image. This is pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Now I just gotta find something to use for a wall. I have quite the options for walls. Gotta rasterize this. Set the hardness up. Desaturate. That just makes it darker. I want it to be more gray. A little bit less. So... Alright, let's try this. Hopefully this works. Actually doesn't look too bad. Only thing is I gotta get these two to be scale it like that? Nope, scale it like this. These want to unwrap on their own. Might be a little bit off compared to the rest, but that should be fine. That doesn't look too bad. Definitely works for a red room. And then I just need a ceiling texture that's really fast. Rasterize this layer. Select color. Whoa. That's the history brush. I want the color replacement brush. That's desaturation. That's hue? Really? I gotta make it darker then. That doesn't really make it darker. Kinda like that, but it's too bright. That's better. Now let's go for this and make a new texture. Not bad. It actually has some personality like that. I like it. I like it. Totally forgot about these walls. Just gotta work on these. Which I said I did not want to do a gradient kind of thing on it. I stand by that. How does that look? It's not too bad. These walls cannot be up like this. I don't want that texture to be looking like that. That's better. Although you can tell one side of the wall's bigger than the other, so quickly fix that. That's much better. Unfortunately, there's no good way to copy and paste UV coordinates. UVs are probably the most frustrating thing for me, making this kind of stuff. I said I wanted to do this so both sides were different. Right. Got all that selected. That so it's more of a real wall. Now we just got this to work on. Gosh, this one is not as nice to play with. That's better. A little bit like that. Scale it up a little bit. Much better. This doesn't really matter. No one pays attention to ceilings that much, so for interiors like that, you can mostly free to do what you want. So yeah, I mean, we have a nice looking room now, or a couple of rooms. I said I was gonna change how one room looks compared to the other. I suppose I could try to do that. I don't want to mess it up too much. It's a pretty easy way to do this. If I can arrange my camera to not be so lousy. Put the center of it in here. That's better. So the way that I'm going to do this is by subdividing actually edit like this. Classic is to do this sort of thing. And that really makes it so it has some sort of uniqueness when you add some differences. There we go. this room is not flat. It has some variation in it. It's always good. And believe it or not, we're actually not that bad on tries for this map. Despite all the detail I'm putting in, I'm not really sure why it's like that, but it's definitely pretty good. So far we're only at 6,000, and I think the limit is, what, 8,000? For something that looks like this? Not bad. What song is this? Alaska. It's a golfing game? Weird. Let's see here. The other thing that you can differentiate here is take some stuff here, all these faces, and select Shade Smooth. Now it looks much neater. Could do the same thing with the walls here, but I don't think it looks that great. If we change this to Shade Smooth, it does look a little bit odd. Basically, what that does is it makes it so the rendering engine in Mario 64 will see corners and it'll say, okay, make it a little bit beveled or whatever, or something like that. It makes it so it's more smooth looking. But sometimes you want a hard look, like how I want this to kind of look like glass, so I have these hard edges. So I'm gonna export this, and that shouldn't take too long. All I gotta do is tell it to triangulate faces, then open up my SM64 ROM manager, go into area, import model, so now now that I have my level set up, and there's a preview of the hub world, kinda. I haven't really shown that off, but got this nice looking castle here. It's okay. I probably could have done it better, but I wanted to get something that looked a bit open. I don't have the interior set up all the way, so there's nothing really to show there. But let's head into this level. There we go. I haven't actually tested the chain chomp at different angles. For the most part, it seems to work. It worked there. This looks nice. guess I can't show off the rooms because I messed up with that. I'll have to clear out that. Oh, this room looks fine. Only problem is that little wall section there. It's kind of messing up my jive. I like how this looks. I don't like that though. I don't like that ceiling being in the way. And yeah, this is the issue with making angled floors. You can usually clip into walls like that. That's kind of a no-no. But it's not hard to fix that. So let's go back into our model. First, let's kill this cube. I believe that's the floor. This is the ceiling. The ceiling's a bit of a mess, but what can you do? I think I was planning to make a new ceiling anyway. There we go. The more I cut off from this, the better. So it's less tries. Only don't cut that off, because that apparently cuts that off for some reason. It's a little bit frustrating to mess with the actual poly itself. There. No more ceiling cutting into the walls. Now we just need to make sure that these walls are not screwed up. And that's pretty easy. Is this Christmas? Yeah, it's literally Joy to the World. Okay. This is an old PC 98 game that's music that's playing in the background. I think there's a playlist or something. So as long as this doesn't jut into the wall, and it doesn't look like it is, should be fine. See how close I can get it to the wall without having it cut in. That should work as a barrier to stop people from accidentally jumping into the wall and escaping into the outside. Although if you really want to try, you could probably get away with it. Join these two together. Add a modifier. Mirror. Here. Which is perfect because this is mirrored already. So if I go into this blue room, just in case, if the wall isn't lined up correctly, it'll still block people off. So that's good. Now we can try it again. means I have to go back into the ROM manager, import model. And actually, I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna go to this Star Cage Bars, which is for the Chain Chomp. And just set that to some random thing. I'll set it to a coin. Okay. Try it again.
Me, Mario. Go.
Yeah, that's really nice that these walls are are so good that you can't cut through them already. This is good too. So no getting through this wall. Good. Only issue is the scene here. I believe, yeah, there's a face that isn't textured, where it's using the texture I use as default. Got this nice blue room. Which the walls kind of look a little funny, but it's not that bad. For a blue room, it definitely gives off that kind of ambience to me. Especially for this red room. It definitely looks a lot nicer than having it untextured. I think I'll have to add some greenery to this. What happens if I break this guy and there's no wall? Strange, he actually knows where to go. I like this slime room. I added it, and it's a little bit random, but whatever. I like it. I have to be careful about this wall, because this wall's kind of soft. Yeah. Somehow you can get through it, because collision's really, really good in this video game. Even vanilla Mario's pretty whack when it comes to the vanilla collision, although you don't normally... I don't think in casual play, you would really experience it much, but I noticed a couple levels, like Jolly Roger Bay, having some errors. Whoa! Yeah, this is where the Chain Chomp would go, just so he has somewhere to hang out. Plus it makes for a nice level border. So, the only thing is, this level is missing some, enemies and coins and other objects, and I know that. So, set that back to Star Cage bars, and fortunately I don't have to fidget with it. The only thing is, I have to definitely mess with these walls to make sure that they are not funny, because they are pretty funny. I'm gonna do that. Same method as how I fixed the color room walls. By adding an invisible gray wall here. Basically cuts you off from ever getting over there. And this time I can't just use them here, so I'll have to do it like this. You can tell where I walked in around here, so that should fix it. And I do like having the floor with stuff, so... Anyway, we're still not done. What am I looking at? I said I wanted to add some greenery to this room, because this room is a little bit plain on its own. Maybe some shrubbery. I think the way on how I'll handle that is by going into Edit, going into Knife Tool, and here's the wonderful thing about the Knife Tool. Ready? You can just cut in new geometry. And it's really that easy. So now, this reminds me a lot of Chrono Trigger, the music in the background. So now I got this nice thing going where I got a little platform thing. I want to shade this smooth. Don't really want to bevel it. Let's get to adding some more textures to this. So, I don't think I have a white brick texture actually. It's one of the things that I'm missing. But have no fear. actually, I do have a white brick texture. I forgot I have the vanilla Mario 64 textures available to me. So I can quickly go in here, assign myself Dang, this really does sound like Chrono Trigger, what the heck? Did they just take the song from this? When did this come out? $19.98? It can't be. Whatever. It's good. So... sign that. Where's my thing? Wrong kind of... sometimes you gotta use this kind of unwrap. There we go. Gotta fidget with it until it looks good. See that? That's a nice looking kind of foundation. Although this brush is a little bit simplistic, because I'm trying to go for a hedge here. This has a very Konami shmup feel. Actually, that's Namco. But yeah, this sounds like very Parodius kind of thing, right? Excuse me. Can't stop myself from sneezing. So yeah, I mean, that adds a little bit of flavor to it. That's an example of using the cut tool to give you something pretty neat. And sometimes, like, for this carpet I use the cut tool, but then for this purple rug thing I just use its own model. And yeah, I know this hallway does feel, or entire thing does feel a little empty. That's because I gotta add enemies and stuff, right? Sometimes I just make rooms and I don't even know what to put in them, like this area here. What am I supposed to put here, right? I was thinking of a statue. Actually, my original plan for this was to be a much larger room and to use more of these walls and give more hallways. Then I wanted to add in this little courtyard garden thing. The chain chomp here. That worked out pretty well. But then after that I was like, now let's add some color here with the color rooms. That's when I got to the color rooms, which is what you all saw. Then we got to these, made it more expanded, it was pretty good. We had to cut the ceiling a little bit here. I don't really know what to do for the ceiling. I mean, I just used anything. It's a little bit hard to get intricate designs on a lot of stuff. I really like the walls a lot. The only thing that feels out of place is the slime room, but honestly I'm not too concerned about that. The only thing I can add to this is to add an underground section, but I'm not really sure if I want to do that. If I wanted to do that, I'd do it as its own loading zone. Otherwise, yeah, this is a nice little level that we got going. We got a chain chomp and a couple things to put obstacles in. So yeah, I think this is good to go. On to the next step. I guess I could add more objects if I really wanted to. But the thing is, it's really hard to think of what kind of furniture to add, because, you know, Mario's a platforming game. You can tell, like, even if you look in Peach's castle, there's barely any sort of furniture anywhere. At best, you can find chairs inside, like, Boo's mansion, and a piano and bookcases. That's not really anything at all. So, one thing that I can't forget, because I almost forgot about this. I need to go here. That's better. Gotta remove these green seams. That we saw earlier. Don't want to forget about those. So they do kind of cut up the room a little bit. A bit better. It's just some extras from designing these rooms. This room seems to be... The only downside is this floor. That should work. Yeah. Good to go, right? It's definitely... You could have took a room like this and made a castle hub or something out of it, like a Peach's Castle kind of thing. But, no, I just want this to be a regular level. And I mean, interior designs aren't really my favorite. Not as much freedom in platforming. You are kind of limited on what you can platform, I guess. Let me try something, because I know this is going to show up. I do a boolean. I union this with this. That does not look good. Honestly, I'm fine with this being like that. I guess if it really bothers me... I have no idea if this will mess anything up. That's such a small scene, I don't think it is really that noticeable. My issue is this here, but I mean, no one's gonna notice that. So that should be fine, and I know this wall texture is not seamless, but I tried to kind of make it seamless. It didn't work out too well. So let's go ahead and make this the final for this level. Eventually I want to get into doing like animated textures for stuff. That might be neat looking for a few areas that I've made. I don't think I'll do that in this hack, but it's a good thing to try to mess with. Yeah, for these rooms I want a star in each. Although I don't know what to put in them. I'm not showing my SM64 editor right now. But I'm not doing anything too complicated. That. What object banks do I got activated right now? I got piranha plants, womps, piranha plants. Which piranha plants? regular piranha plants? Must be. Whoa, is that the piranha plant? Why does it look like that? Let's try putting it in this room, see how it works. Why the heck is it like that? Save. Do they have a parameter that I'm missing? Kind of starving right now. I think I'll have some fries later. Again. Might do mac and cheese. So where is my piranha plant? There he is. Okay, I get it now. So the box is screwed up. But actually, the plant itself is wherever the origin is. So if I go here... Yeah. That must be really confusing. I wonder why it's like that. What else do I got? I got womps, fire spears. Yeah, I could try fire spear. I like these guys. Fire spears, or they kind of what they call them originally, like black beans or something. There we go. Yeah, I love fire spears because they are pretty funny. Tend to annoy people a lot. They look so big in this though, but they're not actually that big. I don't know what it is about ROM Manager, but for some reason objects just look messed up. Look at that chain jump, right? Is there? Uh-oh. Please save my level. Okay. So I like this. And hold on, how do I draw outline? That's better. So I should also have metallic ball. What is that? But I also got Womps activated. Which is good, because I like Womps too. Actually, I like things like Womps and Thwomps. Are Thwomps part of global enemies? I don't think they are, but they might be. Add this into the Thwomp room. Pretty messed up to add a bunch of enemies like this, but, you know, we're funny. Okay, I need to check to make sure Thwomps are not. Assorted enemies, assorted enemies, assorted enemies. I see. Global model bank. So am I allowed to use Thwomps? I don't see him. Strange, I don't see Thwomps in any of the object banks. Oh, it's in assorted enemies. Okay. So I don't know how I missed that, but that just means I can go here. was gonna be my thwomp. Where am I? Thwomp. What's Thwomp 2? Also, what is this? Well, at least it renders these guys correctly now. Okay, that's kind of a mess, but let's see how well it works.
It's me, Mario. Let's go.
I see my fire spear. I see this guy who's high up in the air. That's no good. You have to excuse my lack of skill when it comes to chain chomps. They're not my favorite enemy to deal with. I hear some stomping around. That's a good sign. These guys are high up. Kinda like that. The blue dudes in the blue room. And yeah, the camera's screwy. Oh well. These rooms aren't nearly as hard as you would think. And these guys... Well, you know, when they're up in the air like that, that makes them a lot easier to deal with. Ouch. Got too close. Okay, and it'll soft lock if we die, so I'm not gonna do that. Let's set this closer here. Which womp is this? This one? The issue was that these guys were floating up in the air, which was no good. We want them lower to the ground. I think that's good. These guys were too high up in the air. These guys were definitely way too high up. If I set them lower, they should hit the ground. Actually, let's take this little guy and put him back here. So I like having something back here. I'm gonna put like a red coin or something down back there too. Let's make this star 2 and make this one star 3. That should be better. Save my thing and go back to here.
It's me, Mario.
And yep, not all the levels are this detailed, but we do want to put some effort into these levels. They're still high up. That's no good. This guy's free, again. I forgot to change the fire to red, because right now I have it to green, because I was thinking about using fire for like a Ghost Mansion level. But now that I think about it, yeah, I hope that actually does catch some people. The best part is, that's so close to the ceiling, you could almost get squished. Kinda do get squished. I always thought kicking these guys in the back should do something, but it doesn't really do much. But now we got these stars here too. Oh, and the best part about these guys is they're really easy to wall jump off of. It's something I could do for a later level. So yeah, the plants in this room kinda too high up. So let's fix that. Even though I swear they look like they're low to the ground, but I guess not. So Y position? Yeah. What the heck? I always think ROM Manager's really screwy when it comes to positioning enemies and stuff. It just feels so difficult to get them in the right spot. No idea how people do it correctly. Maybe they use like Bowser's blueprints or something, where they put a lot of attention into enemies' positions. Which is fair. I should probably be doing that a lot more too. This guy needs to be lower to the ground. A little bit up higher. That's good. These womps are too low as well. If I put them down low, will they sink into the ground, or will they pop back up like they're supposed to? This thwomp. I like thwomps. So maybe I should add 2 here. here. Rise frame plus value. What is that? Can I make that negative? Negative 1? No, that just defaults it back to 0. No negative values. I would have to do custom objects for that, and I really don't want to. I wonder if I could reduce the amount of frames that it takes for these guys to, like, make them faster. That would be custom stuff, or ASM, or whatever. That's really technical. Too technical for me.
Me, Mario.
For now, anyway. I'll get used to this stuff. It's just... I want to make things, but then I also want to try stuff out. Why is this guy up in the air? This guy's low to the ground? Right, because I forgot to make that guy low to the ground too. I can definitely do a 100 coin star. That would add some challenge to this room. Beyond, Wow, that must be really annoying if that ever happens to someone. I like this. This is super chaotic. Oh yeah, you wanna know something cool about these Womps? Their hands are purple, but like... Later, I think the Mario Party games specifically point out that their hands are purple. Why are their hands purple? Nice. Got a whole 45 coins. Probably some more if we beat up. This guy. $50. $55. Can you get coins from these? I don't think you can. I should test out this thing first. Nice. It's not just letting me walk into the wall again. Very good. So that's fixed. Good stuff. Like this slime room, but I have no idea what to put in here. I guess I could make Goombas in here. But, oh well. So that's like some interesting level design stuff. Just walkthrough of making a level, although not from scratch, because obviously I had some progress to begin with, but just adding some stuff. We'll probably add some more stuff later. We'll probably add some more stuff casually while I let this play out. Let's add some Goombas. You can even make them big Goombas if you really want. Totally forgot about that. Each one's 5 coins. We're at 55 coins, so if we wanted a 100 coin star, that would be 60. Can you have big and small Goombas in the same area? This guy. You gotta get closer to the ground, buddy. Not that close. That's better. So what's up with these womps? Why aren't they, You guys gotta get closer to the ground, because you're not walking around on your own. I need you to patrol, my dudes. Womps are hard to deal with, to get them to walk around like I want. Okay. 8 reds. Red coin. Now, red coins, you always gotta make a couple easy ones and a couple hard ones. So... This song kind of reminds me of one of the songs from Plock, the SNES game. Very hard, but good game. And yeah, I have red set to 8, so no getting around that. This guy is gonna sit right here. That way you're forced to kill that guy, or suffer. Or maybe you can cheese it. I'm not sure. Now this, I can do some stuff with this. Which is gonna be great. Coins in the Thwomp Room? Why wouldn't I put coins here? Got 4, need some more then. This shouldn't be too bad. Add a coin here. Three, 4, 5, 6. We need to add some sort of enemy. Let me look at my list of tools that I can use for this level. You got Koopas, Thwomps, Poot, Bullet Bill. No, none of these are good. Wooden Bridge. No, that can't work either. Metallic Ball. I have no idea what that is. What is this? Oh. Yeah, I want to add a crate or box or whatever. Breakable box. Breakable box without coins. Except we're not gonna add it right here, we gotta add it in the way. Like right here. Otherwise people are just gonna run past it. That should be good. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's coin number 8. Where will it go? Not too sure. Probably here. Add ourselves a little thwomp. I don't know what thwomp 2 means, but we got thwomp 1. Just what we want. Pretty good. Fire. More fire. Just like those Kaizo hacks that people are so familiar with. Flamethrower. That's actually different than what you might be thinking. We're not done yet. We gotta get a fire spewer. Because you're cool. We like fire. For each side. Oh yeah. You're not gonna avoid the fire from this guy. Now we just need a womp. Guard this coin. Make him face the other way around. Good stuff. And what about a little bit of a reward, huh? Well, of course we gotta get a coin box. And then a red coin star. Now let's test our level. Oh, we've got all this stuff added.
It's me, Mario.
The only downside is I don't have any music, but I'm gonna do all the music at once. And I mean, I don't really want to mess with too much music. What was I gonna add there? Okay, so this swamp needs to be a little bit to the side more. This guy is not patrolling. One more coin from that. Oh, because I got a red coin. This one was free. I was supposed to move it somewhere. 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. This one was easy. Ouch. Wait, what? Those don't give coins? Shoot. There we go. Open the door, bro. Where do you go? If I could make these guys give less coins, that would be nice. This 5 coins kinda sucks. 3 bonus ones. Yeah, I definitely got enough coins for this. Nice. Oh, I'm missing some coins. Strange. Did I get these guys? Yep. What am I missing? Some stuff over here. Okay, I'll add a few things to this area over here. The kind of free red coin that I gave out. What's that? 14, but it's not really 14. Really, if you don't have anything to give, you kinda just make an exclamation point box and say, hey, I want this to have 10 coins, because it's funny. Where's my other red coins I got placed around? Is this the Thwomp room? Yep. exclamation point box. And now you can just add some random stuff if you really wanted to. Like a row of coins. Yellow coin? That's just a singular yellow coin. You can actually use coin formation and coin vertical. Should be 15. Which means we can add another piranha plant. Perfect. Now that should definitely be enough coins for everyone, with a little bit of options, including some stars. So, good stuff. I think that's good enough. I know I didn't show that last bit, but that's fine. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you next time.